All right. You ready to go? I'm ready.
I couldn't help myself.
Ready? Let's go. Look, Digivolution is up and running. Did you see? Did you hear? Did you know it was coming? A Digi Destiny starts today. Let me hear you say. Digimon, Digimon, Digigo Masters, Digimon are the champions. Digimon, Digigo Masters,
Are you gonna play the whole song?
No, not the whole song. This episode will be the first episode that earns me a copyright strike, for sure. Either on Spotify or YouTube, one of them is gonna flag me. So, anyways, welcome to Sunny Side Up. Today is this weekend is a very special weekend for me. But with me, as always, almost always, at this point, is my co-host, my wife, Faith.
I'm not sick this time.
You still sound a little sick. You're at least not sick enough that you can't do the podcast anymore.
Yeah, I still have a little bit of a cough. And my nose is still a little stuffy. But it's been 2 weeks, and I'm sick of it, so.
Yeah, well, when you're down for the count forever.
Forever?
I mean, it feels like it.
No, my mom thought it was really funny what you said about my immune system in the last episode.
Yeah, well, it's appropriate. And, sometimes it's a wonder to me that, this is going to come out so harshly, that you can keep a job with, like, how sick you do get, because you do end up having to miss a lot of days. And
I'm aware.
It's kind of a surprise that, like, I don't know, my impression of the job market is that they're merciless and they don't give a shit about you, and you're fired after one sick day, you know? So, I mean, it's good that that has not been the case for you.
Yeah.
But anyways, let's get to the most important topic of today's discussion. And that is the fact and the same reason that we have played the amazing intro song that we have today. And that is that Digimon Story Time Stranger, possibly the #1 best Digimon game, has released officially the day before this recording, October 3rd. For me, I got it at 10 p.m. the night before, so on Thursday night. Played it through that night. Friday, after I got home from work, I played until about 12:30ish last night.
You lied to me when I asked.
No, I think it was right around 12:30. I was like, oh, fuck, I really need to go to bed.
On Thursday night?
No.
Oh.
Last night.
Okay, no, that's what you told me then.
Yeah, I was like 12:30. I was like, ooh, okay. Let me just finish this dungeon real quick, and then I'll go to bed. I'll be at a good save point.
Wonderfully asleep in our bed.
Yes. Well, and then
because we're old and we can't stay up past 12:30 at this point.
Yeah. Well, we have full-time jobs and everything, and I don't think it's old. I think it's just being adult. But and then so this morning, Saturday morning, I think I, for one, have had a very good morning. Sis helped me get up early, which was so nice of her, so that I could, even though I was dreadfully exhausted, turn the Xbox on, let it boot up.
You got up this morning, and I heard you get up, because our bed is kind of loud, so I heard you get up. And I woke up a little bit, and I looked right at you, and I said, you're going to play Digimon, aren't you?
That was actually, was that when I first got up? I thought I maybe walked back in for that. I can't remember. But anyways, yeah. And then I let Sasatsu go potty, because we can't trust her outside anymore.
No, she's completely lost
because she has finally, for the first time in her life, learned how to jump more than 6 inches, and now she jumps over the fence. So she is now homebound.
Yeah, there's been a lot of sad events for her recently.
Yeah.
Yeah, can't go outside anymore. Her favorite toys are, like, really hard toys. Like, we have this fake plastic stick that she absolutely loves, and, like, these bones that she absolutely loves, but the vet said that they're messing up her teeth too bad, and one actually has to get removed next year.
Yeah, she got a dead tooth. It's gonna look hilarious because she's gonna look like everybody's hillbilly grandpa. She's gonna be missing that one front tooth.
It's like one of her canines too. I feel so bad. She's gonna look so silly.
Yeah.
So anyway, she's having tooth pulled.
These are canines back here.
Oh.
But she is possibly looking at getting a canine removed too.
Yeah. So no more hard toys. She's been having a really hard time with it. We need to get her some. The only thing is, like, she's just destroys everything. Those are the only toys we can keep for her. and she won't play tug of war.
Her jaw power is nuts. It like reminds me of like a pit bull.
Yeah, it's insane. So we need to find another option that's not hard plastic toys because they're ruining her teeth. But I can tell she is getting, not being able to go outside and not having her hard toys, she is getting so bored.
Yeah, she's struggling.
So incredibly bored. And I feel so bad. Because even like her little enrichment things, they're hard plastic. And then she just tries to chew on the hard plastic of the toy, the enrichment toy.
Yeah.
And it's become a whole thing. So.
Anyways, let her back in, and then I played Digimon for a couple hours this morning. Great. Having great time. I got my Digimon up to champion level. That's huge news. On my way.
You just started this game.
Yeah, I mean, that's only like rank 4 of like 7.
Okay.
But, I mean, that seems like more than halfway, but this second half might as well be 2 or 3 times longer than this first half.
Okay.
It's pretty much going to slow down real hard for me right now.
Okay.
Right where I'm at. Who knows, by the end of this weekend, maybe I'll have the game done. I have no idea how long this game actually is. I've looked online, and no one has 100% in this game already, because you do have to play it twice to 100% it. Anyways, then we went and got us some nice little donuts from our specialty donut shop that we live next to.
Not we.
Okay,
I
did.
would like, no, let me tell this story. Let
me tell this story. Okay.
Because I was laying in bed because he got up to do his Digimon thing. I was laying in bed. I have a book on my phone that I've been reading. And so Sis and I curled up in... Oh my gosh, my nose is still so plugged. You can hear me breathing into me trying to breathe out of my nose while I talk. I'm sorry, Michael. I was laying in bed with Sis.
It kills me a little bit inside, but continue.
I know. I was laying in bed with Sis and she was curled up with me because our room is a little cold right now, which I love. I hate sleeping hot and I'd rather it be cold and waking up to it just be like cold with like a comfy blanket. Anyways, not the point. Sis was cuddling with me and I was reading my book and I heard you playing your game and I was like, well, he said he was going to wake me up in an hour to do the podcast. It's been an hour and he's still playing, so I'm just going to lay here and enjoy my book. And then
to be fair, today, I normally say an hour. Today I did say in a bit because I had no idea how long it would actually be.
Okay. Well, and then because Life 360 gives you notifications when you leave, I got the notification that said Michael left, and I was like, okay, cool, yeah, he didn't tell me, just left, whatever, that's fine. Just, whatever, yeah, just left, not tell me where you're gonna go. But then you came back right away, and I was like, oh, he got donuts. I was like, oh, he went and got donuts. I was
You feel
so
loved?
I did feel really loved. I was like, that's so sweet. Saturday morning, he paused his Digimon game.
I really didn't want to.
I know. You paused your game to go get his donuts, and I did really appreciate it. I really love the donut holes. And I ate the whole bag. So, that's the story around the donuts. It was a lot sweeter than Michael made it out to me.
Anyways, back to the important story. And I've had a couple cups of coffee, so literally this morning could not be any better. I'm playing the best piece of, like, Digimon... probably media to come out in like several years now. I would say since the series of Tree movies, which is the 6 or 8 that I was telling you about that were a sequel of a sequel or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So I have not explained. Digimon is like the way you see like fans of Pokemon, like going out buying Pokemon cards. Maybe they've got like, I don't know, even if they don't like watch the show anymore or whatever, tons of adults still buy Pokemon cards just to have on hand as a little nostalgia thing. For the most of the world, that's Pokemon. For me, it's Digimon because it was way cooler as a 7-year-old kid to see basically your Pokemon with lots and lots of guns and swords, but also like I always felt like Digimon was better written and a more interesting story because Digimon is like so not afraid of going into depression, anxiety, isolationism. Like they explore way deeper like emotions than I think most kids shows are willing to do, and in a like and in a darker way. Like it's not a one-off, hey, this character is feeling sad, let's go cheer them up, blah blah blah. I think like kids shows do. It's like oh no, this kid's depression is feeding this Digimon, and it is literally going to cause the end of the world. Mm-hmm. And it's like, oh, now we have to go on this whole crusade, and try to save them, And so I've just like always really appreciated the darker and more mature themes. And I gotta say, this game has done better than some of the most famous JRPG with Japanese role-playing game series. Like, it beat out every Final Fantasy, from what I hear. And I can't remember the other series it beat out, but it is doing amazing. And I wish I knew exactly how I got into Digimon. I'm thinking, let's try to call Mom live on this podcast and see.
Oh my god.
I just want to know if she knows how I got into this. It's ringing. I'm really hoping the podcast can pick that up. Oh, yeah. See, there's the sound waves.
I'm gonna laugh if she doesn't answer you.
She might be doing homework. Mm-hmm. I don't think she's gonna answer me. She's gonna she's gonna hear the podcast and go, "Oh, God!" Sis has her head in my lap.
You've reached Brandy Willis.
Begging for my attention. Let's see. Well, that's all I got to say, Digimon. I figured I would call Mom real quick, but it's not gonna happen. So, anyways, Faith, I have some random thoughts that I needed to share with you from this week.
Okay.
The first is, this is kind of more of a complaint, but when you look at a pop tab can, right? Mm-hmm. Like soda, tea, whatever.
Yeah.
What you see should be the serving size, right? Like that one can is the serving size, right?
Yeah.
You would think so, right?
It's not, is it?
It's not. It drives me fucking crazy. Like the peace teas, that's a serving size is half a can.
Okay, so that's why so Peace Teas had their big cans, and they've recently gone down to smaller cans that are about half the size. So they maybe have started doing like their actual serving size in cans, because they have the big ones, and I've seen the little ones.
Right. Well, it pisses me off.
Well, that's stupid.
If I see a pop tab, I think if in particular like pop tab open cans.
No, yeah.
If you cannot reseal the drink container, the entire container needs to be the one serving size. It drives me crazy.
I can tell.
I've been thinking about this literally since like Sunday. After I noticed, because I bought a piece tea, and then I looked at it and saw the two versions, like the half can bullshit, and then I've been thinking about it ever since.
No, that's annoying.
Yeah. Okay, well, I just needed to vent about that to you.
No, that is annoying.
The next thought that's been on my mind all week. I was listening to a podcast, and the host said someone else's name, but then said their last name, and it was Mink.
Oh.
Which is your maiden name.
Yeah.
And not to reveal information that's going to get your accounts hacked, but it started to get me thinking. I was like, how often do people meet other people with the same last name that they're not related to?
Ooh, this actually happens a lot in our small town of Weiser, because there are a lot of Mormons, and Mormons have similar last names, if not the same last names. So there is a ton of Walkers in Weiser. Not all of them are related. Ton of Johnsons in Weiser. Not all of them related.
That would be stressful, because you're like, am I dating my cousin or not?
Yeah, no, it's a very common thing in small towns. Especially, like...
I mean, I wouldn't say all small towns.
Not all small towns.
I think that might be a southern Idaho and Utah kind of small town thing.
No, that makes sense, because the majority of it was with, like, Mormons. Mormons just have, like, very... I'm not trying to put a label or, like, generalize. But, like, from my experience, a lot of Mormons have the same last names. And they're, like, very common last names. So that actually happened a lot in Weiser. So.
Okay. Well, I'm going to guess this has never happened to you, right?
No, no. Everybody I've met with the last name Mink, I have been related to.
Which is a lot of people, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, for record. Because your family is rabbits. Farmers, man. Farmer families are ridiculous.
Hey, they had to have a lot of kids to help.
And were those kids helpful?
I mean, I think so.
Okay. All right. I was thinking about you and your childhood.
I was not on a farm. No. I was thinking like my dad and his army of siblings.
Okay.
Because they actually grew up on a farm. I didn't really.
Well, another connection to this is that Gen X, people of the Gen X generation, that's repetitive, Generation X generation. Anyways, those people of that age, I get, when I introduce myself, there's the highest likelihood response to them after I give them my first and last name upon introduction is, are you familiar with the famous R&B singer Michael Bivins? Or not Michael, his last name is Bivins. I'm pretty sure his first name might be Michael. My brain's not working this morning. All I can think about is Digimon. But Bivins. And I'm like, do I look black? No, I am not related to him. I'm not.
Why? Okay. What? Okay.
He's a black R&B singer.
No, I know. That's
with
insane.
last name
I would
Bivins
never
and
think like, oh, maybe they're related then.
I think they do it jokingly, but
Probably.
it's like I get it a lot. Like it's always someone from Gen X that's like, oh, do you know this? I'm like, no, thank you. Or it's like, are you aware of him? I'm like, yes, I am. Thank you very much. And now that I've said this on air, before fact checking myself, his name is Michael Bivins. I was right. Yeah. This is them. Family resemblance?
Definitely.
Yeah, I thought so. It's in the eyes. He's 57 years old. American singer, rapper, manager, producer, and founding member of New Edition and Belle Biv DeVoe. Anyways, and so that just... whatever. So I've just been thinking about this all week. And that's all. Both of those thoughts, among many others that have been lost, has come from driving. Because driving is like my ultimate, like... This sounds unsafe, but when I drive, I can just empty my mind and just like think a little bit more clearly, you know? Mm-hmm. And still perfectly driving safe. Like I'm talking like driving on the highway, I can just...
Yeah, driving safe. I would label your driving that.
I have seen your driving, and I would rather an 8-year-old drive me sometimes. This is why you don't drive us anywhere.
You're so dramatic.
No, I'm not. Anyways.
No, literally, I was in the car with Mom the other day because we were driving to my doctor's appointment. I was in the car with Mom, and she was literally stressing me out so much. I swear to God.
Maybe you're just a bad passenger.
I thought she was going to hit a car, and I was like, Mom, you... Like, I, like, told her, I was like, Mom, like, she was about to hit a car, and she goes, Faith?
Yeah.
I know my car, and I know when I need to stop. She was like, you probably would have braked clear the hell back there. Mm-hmm. I was like, yeah, because I don't want to hit the car in front of me, and I don't want them to think that I'm about ready to rear end them.
That's also not true, because I see when people are backing out of a blind spot where they can't see you, you'll just say, fuck it, and keep driving, and hope that they eventually see you and stop. I've seen you do that multiple times.
Mom says I drive like a grandma, and I drive too slow.
You drive like an angry elderly person.
What?
Because it's, get the fuck out of my way. It's my road. I will do what I want. You either see me or you hit me. No, that is what you do.
That's what you do. You don't pay attention to cars in front of you.
I see everything around me.
Then you almost... There's so many times I've been like, Michael, and you have to slam on your brake to not hit the car in front of you. Because you don't slow down with enough time. It's happened multiple times. You and my mom stress me out.
And yet somehow, I've never been in an accident in my adult life.
Your adult life. I've never been in an accident, period.
Childhood doesn't count for shit for anything. Especially not driving. Your frontal cortex is not developed. You don't know how to make right decisions. So only things after becoming an adult legitimately count.
Okay. You and my mom
and I drive alone without you all the time, and I've never been in an accident. So what does that say, Faith?
You guys brake so hard. You and my mom are a motion sickness person's worst nightmare.
I
brake.
live to be your worst nightmare.
You brake so hard. Like, when I'm sitting in the car, you and my mom do this both. When I'm sitting in my car, when you brake, my head shouldn't have to come forward and then go back.
Maybe your neck, you just have a weak neck.
No. My head shouldn't have to come forward because you guys are braking so hard.
I'm pretty sure you have a weak neck. And it just kind of flops around like a baby, you know?
Moving on from the driving, what was the rest of your story? I made my point.
The point of this, I'm right. The point of this is that I really need to find an alternative to driving that puts me in a state of mind to think like without as many distractions and to come up with these like random thoughts, you know? Because I legitimately feel like I think of some of my best ideas while driving. And it drives me crazy. No pun intended. Because there are times where like I'll have a list of ideas, and if I'm driving alone, I will just pull over and I have to pull out a notebook and I gotta write all of those ideas down to get them out of my head because I am incapable of remembering them 5 minutes later.
That's why I carry a notebook in my purse now.
Yeah, but I don't know how to say this other than abrasive. You're useless in a car. So it doesn't help me. It doesn't help. Because you can't write the note for me.
You're useless in a car. God.
You can't help me because you can't write anything.
Not unless you want me to throw up.
My notes are more important than your throat. So, I just want to find an alternative. Like, one of my favorite content creators, he just rides his bike. He rides his bike, and that's where all his ideas come from. Just rides his bike around town, and he goes, oh, that's a great idea. Oh, that's a great idea. You know? I need to find something like that works for me, but the only thing I've ever found that puts me in the state of mind to think so clearly and to almost to that, like, a certain level of creativity is driving. I can't, riding in a car does not count. So it's not like I can hire an Uber and say, oh yeah, just drive me around town, you know?
That would be insane. The Uber would be like,
yeah.
What?
Yeah, but, so I gotta find something like that works for me.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've never experienced the kind of like mental state that like a long drive can put you in, especially for me, and being able to come up with new things. Well, Faith, what's going on in your world? What's new?
In my world? Well, I've been sick for the past 2 weeks, so not a whole lot. That was horrible. I was sent home from work because apparently they don't want me coughing that hard.
You do work in a medical
No,
facility.
I work in a medical
so
facility.
So if you have the sniffle, I feel like you should go home.
And I'm like reception, so it's the first person. Like, I'm the first person people see. I understood the not wanting. I understood it. I was just annoyed because it had been 2 weeks and I still hadn't felt better. And I made it through the first week being at work, and then it was when the cough started that I got sent home, which was fine. I like agreed with her decision. Wasn't a bad thing. But anyways, that's been going on. I bought some more books, obviously. Found some more movies. I don't know. It's been like a slow couple weeks, obviously, because I've been sick. But like, hasn't been bad.
Okay.
The only like thing is like Sissy's struggling, which is getting really annoying. But yeah, it's been going pretty good. I do have an update for my Sims. I don't know if I've ever talked about that.
You've talked about Sims.
Like,
You've talked about Sims.
I don't know if I've talked about my specific projects.
You have, yeah.
Okay. Well, right now I'm working on building a new house for Michael and I. Because I looked at our old one and like it's cute, fun, but I've bought new expansion packs and new stuff packs and like new things to build with. And I also did buy some specifically for this because I was looking and I was like, ooh, I could use this for this. Anyways, not the point. And by the way, when I say build, I don't actually build the houses. That takes too much time, brain power. Can't do it. So I just pulled them from the gallery. Anyways, I've been decorating it, and I did our son's room last night. And the rooms are turning out so good. I want you to know, I am putting in so much time into this to make this look so good. And I'm so excited.
Yeah, you've shown me the progress, and it is looking really good.
So I'm really excited. The only thing I'm bummed about is in our old house, you had like the basement as like your podcast room and your like office, and in this house it has to be the garage, which you said you were fine with. But that's how it is because I couldn't find another house big enough.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where we're at. I'm really excited about it though. I made myself so instead of giving you the room for the podcast, I took the room for my books and made it the library. But anyways, that's what I've been working on, and I've been really excited about it. So, and then the new pack that came out, you can build like summer camps, and I also want to do that. I have a lot of ideas.
Yeah, and more time than you're able to commit to it.
Yeah, because like I stare at a computer screen all day at work, and so coming home to like stare at another computer screen isn't like my ideal thing. But I do really like my Sims. I'm just also putting so much effort into our house that after one room, my creative juices are like at low, and so then I don't have energy to go into other rooms. Anyways, that's where I'm at with my Sims.
Beautiful.
Thanks.
Which is your world, right?
Yes.
Well, my world, as you know a little bit, is a lot of Xbox, and Xbox has really let me down recently. And not loving it at all. And then EA, Shared World, found out they announced how they have in their $50 billion purchase of EA. The thing that they have also acquired is EA's $20 billion worth of debt.
Oh.
And they have already announced how they intend on combating that debt.
Go ahead. You're going to hurt my feelings.
Do you want to know what it is? Just take a guess. I feel like you could
raise prices, aren't they?
I mean, that'll eventually happen, yes. But their solution is to fire people and use AI.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
Love. For creative video game spaces, yeah, let's use AI to do all of that. Makes so much sense. Whenever people are going to be able to see the shift in quality because it's not going to be AI, it's not creative. So, whatever.
Who knows where that AI is actually going to come into play throughout EA. Ideally, it would be at like fire. I don't want anyone to be fired, but you can't get rid of, like, it's a video game company. You can't get rid of human developers, designers, writers. You can get rid of like accounting and human resources and make that AI. I mean, the AI is going to care as much about people and human resources as an actual human resource officer does. Dig at HR. Yeah, so I'm really not looking forward to that at all. And of course, that means that I am speed running every EA title I have in my library so that I can hopefully not have to touch a single EA game. Because I'm going back through my backlog and 100% everything. And that I haven't 100%ed in my entire life. So as you can imagine, that's a long list, several hundred. So I'm speed running it, and I'm like, especially 2027, I'm going to try and get rid of all the EA games. But at the same time...
Did you just say at 27?
By 2027.
Okay, I was like, do you not know your age?
No.
Okay.
I don't. But at the same time, Xbox has decided to raise their prices by 50% for the tier that I was on. And as a lifelong Xbox fanboy, I've always had the highest tier subscription. Back in the old days, it was called Xbox Gold. You can have silver or gold. I got gold. And then today I got Game Pass Ultimate instead of like standard or basic. And for the first time, I'm actually downgrading. And I'm bummed about that. So at the same time that I am trying to blast through all my EA games this next year, I also need to blast through all of the higher tier access only games. And I'm trying to do all these like financial equations to make sense of like, where do I need to cut off the subscription and just buy the games versus, doing that. And so it's a pain in the ass. It's all this financial math that I don't know how to do because I only did one semester of a finance degree and an accounting degree.
Yeah. Like I said, if they touch my Sims, I'm going to be so mad.
I mean, they will.
I'm going to be so mad.
$20 billion in debt. It's just going to... I wouldn't be surprised if the prices increase.
Which sucks because it's already kind of expensive.
Mm-hmm.
Like $40 for a new pack.
It is absurd. Yeah, that's absurd.
So increasing it, I think they're going to lose a lot of people if it increases.
I think they're going to lose a lot of people for other reasons before they lose them for price increases.
True.
I loved the meme I showed you the other day where it's like Saudi Arabia buys Sims, and now Sims are not allowed to woohoo before marriage. This country's being sold off for parts. Well, that's all I had for today, Faith. Do you have your recommendation?
I do.
Okay.
So, I just finished this book. It's called The God of the Woods by Liz Moore, I believe. That might be her wrong last name. But let me actually pull up the synopsis because it'll do better at explaining it than I ever could. It is genuinely such a good book. Like, the entire way through, I was, like, telling myself, no, you can't Google the ending. No, you cannot Google the ending. You are so close. Do not Google the ending. Because I just wanted to know. Like, okay. So this is...
How long is this synopsis?
Not very long.
Okay. So some synopses are way
Is
too long.
this long? Too long?
No, it's fine.
Okay. It says... Okay, it is Moore, by the way. Liz Moore. When a teenager vanishes from her Adirondack summer camp, two worlds collide early morning, August 1975. A camp counselor discovers an empty bunk. Its occupant, Barbara Van Laar, has gone missing. Barbara isn't just any 13-year-old. She's the daughter of the family that owns a summer camp and employs most of the region's residents. And this isn't the first time a Van Laar child has disappeared. Barbara's older brother similarly vanished 14 years ago, never to be found. As a panicked search begins, a thrilling drama unfolds, chasing down the layered secrets of the Van Laar family and the blue-collared community working in its shadows. Literally, so good. So good. It is a long book. I think it's almost like 600 or 500 pages.
That is pretty good.
Yeah, so it's a hefty book, and there's like a lot of time jumps, a lot of like different characters' perspectives, but it like all comes together in the end.
You struggled really hard with this book. How long did it take before you were like, okay, I like it? Like, how far into it were you?
I liked it from the beginning. I knew it was going to be good. I think like maybe a third of the way I was like, okay, I think I'm liking this a little bit more. The only thing is I started this book right as I started this new job and school. Mm-hmm. And because of all the different time jumps and the character perspectives, I like really had to pay attention. Otherwise things were going to get confused. And like with this new job and school, I was already like so mentally drained that finding time for this book was a little hard. But then once it got more towards the end, kind of like at the peak where you know you're about ready to find out what happens, that's when I like busted through it. But it did take me a hot minute to read this book. I would say I've been working on it for like 2 months, which I think is the longest it's ever taken me to finish a book before. But I highly recommend it. It was very, very good.
Okay.
So,
well, my recommendation is the 2000 cinematic masterpiece, Digimon the Movie. This movie is actually 3 short films that have been forcibly mashed together because the short films actually have nothing to do with each other in their native Japanese language. And in fact, when it came to America, the guys in charge were like, we'll just mash them together and we'll rewrite the script and we're going to make it into a cohesive movie and we're going to do it without adding in any new animation to maximize our profit here, and we're just gonna ship it as quick as possible. We just need voice actors and writers. Call it good. And it is nothing but a string of puns from start to finish. That is pretty much all the entire dialogue is just puns and wordplay, and some semblance of a story throughout. But anyways, that's my real recommendation. My crowd-pleasing recommendation that people are more likely to actually go and watch is Beer Fest. But I also say more likely to watch, but also you can't find this movie. So
Oh, so we'll add it to our list.
It
to
is
look
on the
for.
list, yeah.
Okay.
So Beer Fest is also by the same group as Super Troopers. It's a fantastic movie. They have to participate in this like beer drinking world competition.
Oh,
And it's a very funny movie.
okay.
That's all I'm going to leave it at.
Okay.
The rest of it has to be a surprise.
Okay,
It's
I'm
worth
sure
it.
I'll watch it at some point.
You will. This particular group, I love everything they do. So, and I hope everyone else does too. I know Faith does, right, Faith? Mm-hmm. Good wife. I'm going to take us out with one more. Ready?
Yeah.